This is Mac OS Ken.
Updates prompted by updates, a call for answers from a departing Congress, and Tim Cook hosts the King of England. It is Friday, the 13th of December, 2024. I'm a guy in a hockey mask, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Turtle Beach. Level up your game and get 10% off at Turtle Beach with code MacOSKen at turtlebeach.com/MacOSKen. This show is also sponsored by 1Password Extended Access Management. Whether it's marking a path or laying out a process, people won't always work the way you want them to. They might get the job done, but they may also cut corners in the process. It's not about being lazy necessarily. It might be about finding ways to work that are easier and that they understand. There's nothing wrong with that, unless it puts your business at risk, using devices that haven't been vetted, running apps IT can't keep an eye on, maybe employing an ID made for a contractor years ago. You don't want to stand over their shoulder, but those are the kinds of things you need to know about. And 1Password Extended Access Management can help. It puts all those unmanaged devices, unknown applications, and rogue identities under your control, making sure every user credential is strong and protected, every device is known and healthy, and every app is visible. 1Password Extended Access Management solves the problems traditional identity and access management and mobile device management miss. It is security for the way people actually work. It's available now to companies with Okta and Microsoft Entra and in beta for Google Workspace customers. Check it out at onepassword.com/MacOSKen. That is the number 1Password.com/MacOSKen. In the wake of this week's Apple OS updates, more updates. Getting on the Apple Intelligence train, the group of apps formerly known as iWork. Mac Rumors says Pages, Numbers, and Keynote have picked up support for AI features like ChatGPT integration with Siri, Image Playground, and writing tools. According to the piece, all three apps support writing tools for proofreading, summarizing, rewriting, and composing text, with the latter feature relying on ChatGPT. Siri is able to use ChatGPT to answer questions about what's in presentations, documents, and spreadsheets. All three offer Image Playground support as well. That means there's an option to create original images that can be used in associated documents. Of course, all that assumes the use of Apple Intelligence-capable devices, which include iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max, anything in the iPhone 16 line, Macs or iPads powered by Apple Silicon, and the most recent iPad mini. The apps are free, the updates are out there. Go get them. iOS 18.2 was supposed to bring a way for you to find your luggage when your airline loses it, provided the airlines appreciate that help. Called Share Item Location, Apple described it last month as a new iOS feature that helps users locate and recover misplaced items by easily and securely sharing the location of an AirTag or Find My Network accessory with third parties, such as airlines. A piece from Apple Insider explains some of the workings. Once luggage turns up missing, users can create a share item location link in Find My on iOS or iPadOS 18.2 or macOS 15.2. That gets shared with the airline's customer service, though only a few people at the airline will be able to view the link for security reasons. The link gets severed when the owner and their luggage are reunited, when the owner cancels the link, or after 7 days, whichever comes first. Apple Insider says 2 airlines are supporting the feature out of the gate. Air Canada and United Airlines are the feature's earliest adopters, though close to 20 airlines are said to be prepping support. Another U.S. location can now slip driver's licenses and official IDs into Apple Wallet. Mac Rumors says Puerto Rico is the 10th U.S. state or territory to support that solution. Well, solution waiting to happen maybe. Currently, the digital IDs can be used at a limited though growing list of locations, including some TSA checkpoints, as well as select businesses and venues. States and territories that currently support IDs in Apple Wallet include Arizona, California, Colorado, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Maryland, New Mexico, Ohio, and Puerto Rico. States that have pledged support in the future include Connecticut, Kentucky, Mississippi, Montana, Oklahoma, Utah, and West Virginia. If you use an iPhone and a Windows computer, sharing between the two may get easier soon. According to a piece from TechCrunch, Microsoft announced on Wednesday that it's starting to roll out a way for users to share files between their iPhone and Windows 11 or Windows 10 PCs via the company's Phone Link app and Link to Windows app. Limited currently to Windows insiders, the report says they can download the latest Phone Link update and enable the new functionality, letting them share from an iPhone to a PC and the other way around. TechCrunch says it is unclear when the capability will move beyond Windows insiders to all Phone Link users. With weeks left before a new Congress is sworn in, members of the current body have questions about deepfakes. Apple Insider says representatives have sent letters to a number of tech execs, including Apple CEO Tim Cook, demanding to know what their respective companies are going to do about deepfakes, specifically dual-use apps that advertise one feature but double as deepfake porn creators. The report has Congress asking Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, ByteDance, Snap, and X such questions as, how do they plan to proactively address the proliferation of deepfake porn on their platforms, and when do they plan to do that? Who are they working with on that? How long does it take for the company to take action when such content or apps are found? And what are they doing for people who are victims of such non-consensual deepfakery? They're good questions. They're serious questions. I'm kind of curious whether the recipients will take the letters seriously. A new Congress gets sworn in roughly 3 weeks. A new executive gets sworn in a little over a month. The owner and CEO of one of the companies quizzed is taking a non-official role with the incoming administration, but on top of all of that, the letter comes with no hard respond-by date. Execs are asked to respond within 1 month of receiving this letter and are told that members look forward to their prompt response. If this is still a priority for anybody in government in a month and a half, I'll be surprised. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Turtle Beach, helping gamers play their best at every level. Turtle Beach sent me their Stealth 700 headset recently, and it is great for a lot of reasons. I sort of reclaimed the desk in my house with the Mac Mini a few weeks ago. The drag is it's in a part of the house that people pass through. I can hear conversations in other rooms. Really easy to get distracted. As immersive as the pair of Stealth 700 is for gaming, and it is great for that, it is just as good for tuning out the world when you're trying to just focus. Play music through the cross-play dual wireless transmitter system, or pair via Bluetooth to your Mac or iPhone. Comfortable, great battery life, fantastic sound. Of course, Turtle Beach has more than just great headsets. Flight and racing simulators, controllers, keyboards. They have every gaming accessory you could ever want, all high quality, and at prices that won't wreck your wallet. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. For a limited time only, head to turtlebeach.com/macOSKen and use code macOSKen for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com/macOSKen with promo code macOSKen. Don't delay. Get the perfect gift now and get it for 10% off with code macOSKen at turtlebeach.com/macOSKen. News of a couple of new accessories for Apple Gear. Solving a problem you'd think Apple might have tried to solve. A piece from Mac Rumors says the medical devices maker ResMed has a new head strap for Apple Vision Pro. According to the piece, the Contour head strap was created to balance softness and support for extended wear time when using Apple's headset. ResMed says that it uses ultra-premium materials that are gentle on the skin, with the device offering 6 modular counterweights to better balance the Vision Pro's weight on the head. It's available in 2 sizes, small and standard, because I guess hearing you have a small head is less offensive than hearing you have a big one. This one's missing the holidays. Apple will start selling ResMed's Contour head strap in January for $120. From a thing almost no one has to a thing almost everyone does, Beats is out with a couple of new cases for iPhone. Well, a couple of new colors. For those who've forgotten, Cult of Mac reminds readers of the iPhone 16 cases the Apple subsidiary launched in September, complete with MagSafe and Apple's sapphire crystal cover over the camera control button. The piece says the cases feature polycarbonate backs and flexible sides. They originally came in Midnight Black, Riptide Blue, Summit Stone, and Sunset Purple. The new cases are the same, but with the added colors Sunrise Pink and Twilight Blue. New colors or old, the cases will run buyers $49. News of 2 new titles headed to Apple TV Plus. Coming in 2025, the feature film All of You. Describing the film, Apple's press release says, when an exciting new test matching soulmates together comes between 2 best friends, they spend the next 12 years trying to resist the urge to disrupt the paths their lives have taken, marriage, children, and tragedy. Despite the undeniable feeling, they belong together. Thought that was called Fingernails. Or Platonic. Ted Lasso supporting star and Shrinking co-creator Brett Goldstein wrote the script. He also stars in the film alongside Imogen Poots. No exact streaming date for the film, just word that it will make its global debut on Apple TV Plus in 2025. For something smaller, and with a release date, Apple TV Plus issued another press release announcing the global acquisition of the Spanish romantic comedy series Love You to Death. Describing this one, Apple TV Plus says Love You to Death tells the story of the cautious Raul, who reconnects with a free-spirited and newly pregnant Marta following his heart cancer diagnosis. They resume a friendship that began in childhood, and in a relationship brought together by fate, begin to test their beliefs about love. Can the commitment-phobic Marta fall in love? And can Raul meet the love of his life? 7 episodes for this one. The first 2 hit Apple TV Plus on Wednesday, the 5th of February. And finally today, congratulations to Tim Cook for meeting the King of England, and congratulations to His Majesty for meeting Tim Cook. Cult of Mac had the 2 schmoozing at Apple Battersea HQ on Thursday. Hey, listen, you buy the power plant, you use the power plant. According to the cult, Cook and the King met at Battersea with Apple employees from across the country, members of the British creative community, and students who have learned vital new skills like coding from educational programs supported by Apple and UK-based nonprofit, the King's Trust. If that last bit sounded cloying, That part was a quote from Apple. Word is that the chanteuse Ray, no relation, also sang at them. So, more congratulations all around, I guess. Toodle pip, and, as is often the case, Bob's your uncle. This week on the checklist, brought to you by SecureMac. Public Wi-Fi is everywhere when we're traveling, but is it safe? We're looking at ways to make sure this holiday season, plus security fixes in Apple's OS updates. That is all on checklist number 404, brought to you by SecureMac. Find it today at securemac.com/checklist or wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by 1Password Extended Access Management. Learn more at onepassword.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Turtle Beach. Level up your game and get 10% off with code macOSKen at turtlebeach.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Leonard likes this post.